Hello everybody and welcome back to Dust Plays City Skylines, where we are building the hills of fortune. Just kidding, we're building Lortinton, the city of Lortinton. And it's coming on quite nicely. We've expanded our residential up here um, and built a school in this palm area, and I think we've, if I'm not mistaken, yes, we did zone these Palm Ridge, Palm Crescent and Palm Side. And we've got a nice little cemetery there as well. Maynard Corporation has expanded and they are destroying that hill for us. Donkin Forestry is going on well. Our eco villages are doing good as well, and our city center is looking spectacular. Now let's go have a look at our traffic. Just you see it's 89%, so it is breaking out somewhat, not too bad. The traffic in this area has improved considerably, but over here we've got a problem, and over here we have a problem. This is due this isn't due to anything I expect. It's just people stopping on a stop street over here. So let's maybe turn this into signalizing intersection, and maybe let's upgrade this road to a 4-lane road. I think let's start off with that. Some of these houses are going to be demolished, but that is unfortunately necessary for what we want to do. We'll have to come through here as well, just to allow the people to move through, and then we'll change these signalized intersections of here just to stop streets from the sides, and that should alleviate some of the traffic pressure we have in that area. Okay, so let's speed this up and let's see what we can do now. We have a slight problem. There is not a slight problem with a person coming in called Jesse James, and he is a railroad tycoon of some sorts in other parts of this country. And he says, listen guys, we want to build a railroad and we want to bring it into Winnox Industrial, we want to take it to Masontown Industrial, and we want to bring it into Donkin Forestry. And with that, Richard Lortinton also said that he wants to increase transit in the city by placing a railway line that connects up all the outer parts of the city and one that goes down to the inner city as well. And this will be a normal what do you call this? That's just a normal train station. So with these two people coming into the city, we have some decisions to make, some chances to take, and we have to, once the cargo rail is coming in, we'll have to move this land heap over there. Mr. Maynard said they might want to, they might be able to fill up this area for us with the other soil that they are going to be excavating from the mountain itself. Okay, so Richard Lortinton looked at this and he said, you know what, these landfills are over here, they are useful, but we'll need to change that up, maybe move them further away from the city, maybe put them in front of the power plant. And so you got Cattenberry Mason to help him with that, and they pumped out a road and they started emptying the landfills so that they can be utilized later on. I also mentioned that they might want to put in a road from the school side and then come across and put the railway yard over here. This opens up a lot of opportunities for the city, for London town itself, as they can now expand to this side as well. Now, the plan was to put an airport here in the future, but for now, let us just have a look at this railway line that we want to get going. And then we'll have bus routes from that railway line into the city, and conveying the passengers from there into the city. Okay, so we'll put up a little road like that and put our first railway station right over here. Okay, so this will need water and electricity as always, and they have been thinking about what they need to do regarding this this highway coming into town. They do have a big substation over here, and they don't quite know what to do about that yet, but they started getting some of the infrastructure done and started planning for it as well. Now this won't be city power, this is the train station, and I'll put some other things around the train station as well, a bus depot and so forth. Just make sure all the buttons are off here. Yes, they are. And then I'll have to connect up. I guess this is too short. Why, oh why do we have this problem? So let's try that again. Pop that down there, pop that down there, pop that down there. There. And there. So, seeing as this is a railway yard, we'll actually put in some other features with that as well. So that will be our first railway station. The other one we'll put off the Triangle Mall. I think it's 2 blocks that came out. Yes, 2 blocks. There we go. And that will come through here around the college campus, and there's some alterations going to happen of this highway over here, and we'll have a stop right here. And for each of these we'll have to have a substation, and we'll have to have the other surfaces. So anyway, so let's get that going. We'll put in our substation lines. So this one you'll just make a break in here, turn off road guidelines, put that one there, put that one there, that one there, that one there, and then we'll bring this one out to there, and we'll disconnect that line over there because that is not realistic. Alright, so let's do this. Pop it over to there, go to there, there, and back there. Once again, this is not city power, this is just the normal thingamajig. Over here we can tap off this line over here. Well, actually we can just bring that in to there, over to here, join there, and there, and there. Bring this one over to here, and then disconnect the supply from there. There we go. So that's why it's so nice when you have a ring circuit, you just tie into it at any place, and it costs you a lot less than to an entire new line. So this will be for transit purposes, for getting our people from one side of the city all the way to the other side. We'll have to have some sort of thing going on to this side as well, but I think that will tie up with the line, the cargo line coming in to Maynard Corporation and Winox Industrial Park. And we'll have a look at that in the near future. Seeing as our electrical lines are done now and our water lines are not yet done, let's have a look here. I have to connect up this water line. And we'll have to connect up this water line. There we go. And then we'll have to somehow get this railway line across there. Across and have this look nice. So we can maybe elevate this road here. And then this railway line will come around here. There's not too much traffic going into the college, so we can actually just cross these roads here. And then over here we'll have to elevate this road again. So let's do that. We'll get the railway up to there fairly as close as possible, and then we'll start lifting our roads again. It's going to be a bit of a interesting thing. So let's start off. This one has to go out a ways to there, and then from here we'll turn it ever so slightly, bring it into there. We'll have to put down our rail station, connect up our railway, and then continue on with it along this side. So it's going to come closer to the road, and this is going to destroy our power lines, or not. It is going to destroy our power lines. Not to worry, we can just fix that when we get to it. So, and we'll have that one just stop there for now. Just quickly fix our power lines. So this one stops there, that one stops there, this one go across. There we go with that one. This one has to go across like this, and then up there. There we go, that's our connections made. Alright, so we'll just have to keep a heads up for these roads over here, for the trains coming through. Alright, so now we can start lifting our roads. So for the first thing we'll need to do is have them get a bypass road. So we'll just bypass them like that, and like this, and the same on this side. There's our railway line, there we go. So let's bring it out of back ways, bring it out like that, and this side, because we want to cross right here, we'll do this. Okay, so that way the people can now still continue to drive around without this road here. So let us remove this road for the people, wait for this cars to come out. There we go. And now let's start elevating this road. So this is a 6-lane road. Let's put on our road guidelines, let's put on our straight road tutorial. We just want to get that past there. And the same on this side, just get it one step past. And then we can connect this up, like so. Then we can get our railway connected. There we go. And then we can remove our dirt roads from there. Okay, there they go, and we can start filling up this with soil. Let's see what we can do. I want to get it, try and get it as nicely as we did with that first bridge we did back with Donkin. How does that look? How does that look? We can fill it up some more, just ever so slightly. And a bit more. There we go. that looks pretty nice. This one we'll have to fill up only from the back side, because we don't want to destroy our image over here. So let's just fill up here. That is starting to look okay, but we need some more on this side, on the front. Okay. So there we go. So we've got our train, our railway station, or our railroads coming through here, and it's not going to upset our traffic too much. Carry on, continue with this. It looks nice, looks nice, looks nice, looks nice. And here we go. We'll back this up a bit, the railway line, just slightly. And then we can start demolishing these roads. And we'll have our, I think this is a 4-lane road. And this one will have to lift up. And we'll have it just like that, and we'll have it drop down again. Actually, that looks horrible. That looks completely horrible. So we'll have to give them another dirt road coming further down, and we'll delete this one, and we'll delete this and that. Okay, so it's a 2-way road. Straight road tool. There we go, and from this side do the same. I'm just connect up there. That looks much better, doesn't it? That looks a lot better. We're going to take away our dirt roads again. And we can bring our railway down underneath it. So there's our road, there's our railroad. Use our curve road tool. And this will come through like that and around to about there, and we'll have to put our railway station in, and we'd like a better curve around here. So let's curve it upwards a bit and then come in like that. Okay, and then we can fold this bridge up again a bit. And let's just have a look, and that looks like we can actually do it nicely. Make sure that we don't upset the area too much. A bit more. Let's have a look on this side. That looks alright. That looks alright. And then the same on this side. We'll just raise that up a bit, and over here, just to get it smooth. There we go, and there we have our railway underpass. The reason why I didn't elevate the railroad is because, in my mind, and I'm not I'm not an expert at this, but in my mind, you have a train carrying a lot of passengers, weighs a lot more than cars do. Okay, not all at the same time, crossing the bridge nonetheless, but it's just two narrow beams of steel that they're driving on, and that has to go into a bridge and so on. And I don't know if it's cheaper to just build a road over or actually build the railway lines over. So I just went for this, and I like the way it looks. It looks nice, and we can actually put some bushes and stuff next to this railway line if we want to, but for now that looks fine. So I want to put a bus depot at each of these railway lines. Bus depot there, bus depot there, and a bus depot here. And then this bus will bring the people in and drop them off at one of these bus stops, and then just return. So let's just do that quickly. So that line is created to over there, and then back to the line over here. And this one gets created over there, where's this bus stop? Over there, and then right back to there. And from over there to over, where will be a nice stop, to over here, and right back to complete the line. Okay, so in that way the people from the city area can come to the railway line, move over and go down there to the next station, and that's just transferring the people from here to there with a much more direct route than having to go through all these subway stations to get there. You just hop on a bus, go to train station and go, instead of going well, that's one route anyway, but it's only 2 stops from that side to here instead of like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stops. So that is why we did the railway, and also this gives them an opportunity to practice with our railway lines and see if we actually destroy our city with them or better it, and let's see if that actually does something good for our city. So we've got our buses and they're coming stop here. They've got absolutely no passengers on board, and while we're doing that we'll start just colouring in our bus depot areas. So I think we put a few shops here. No, people would maybe like to just buy 1 or 2 things while they are here, and yeah, so let's do that. Let's put a nice fence around here. Let's call it the zoo fence. Zoo fence around our railway yards. Like so. And that down like that, and over, and like such. Okay. And there's our first train going. Do the same on this side, just have a nice little fence around it, just to make it secure and make people feel safe. And we'll put some commercial in there, and then the same with this side. Put a nice fence around it, and let's see how many. So it is serving some passengers. So 88 of 240. That is not bad actually. So we say we put a zoo fence around because people are animals. And there we go. And this one comes out and around. And there are actually people walking towards the train station, and that tells me there is a slight demand for it. Let's put some more commercial down here. So we have people walking here. We can actually increase our bus line. Let's have a look at our bus lines. Oh, we never actually named any of these. Okay, so let's have a look. Where is this one? Bus line 7. That's this one. So this will be Circleton. That's good. Then we have bus line 8, which is where? Oh, okay. So this is train to Lortinton. We'll have a look at bus line 9, and that's train to Triangle. And here we don't have much passengers. And then bus line 10 is the train to Memoria. Okay, and here we have some demand for that, so let's push this up to about 5 vehicles. Okay, so now we are serving these people, we are serving these people and these people with train routes to get from there to here. Okay, Um, Masonton is basically just a place for people to work at, or workers for the place that need workers. And we'll need to have a fancy interchange over here soon. So we might have to start moving around some of our substations. But I am really happy about how the city is turning out, and I'm glad we could start with our railway. Now let's have a look. So a small ore mine burnt down. That is horrible. So we'll put our new place over there, and then just pop this one down here. Let's have a look at what resources are still left here. So there is some resources left. We'll actually move this one over to here. It will be serve a better purpose over there. Yeah, and then I think in the next episode we'll start filling in our dam area over here. We'll just start filling in right on this edge, so we can actually bring connection in to our city for cargo lines. And the one cargo line will come down to Manual Corporations of Winox Industrial Park, and the other one will go down to Donkin Forestry. We still have to find a way how to do that. But what we can do maybe as well, just have a short rail line between Maynard Corporations and Winox Industrial Park. Just one that goes, well, it starts here and it just runs through over this road, because there's not a lot of traffic on this road, and comes into this side and makes a nice stop over here. I'm thinking let's do that. Let's do that now. That will alleviate some of this pressure here. It should actually alleviate some of this pressure here. So let us start doing that before we end this episode. Okay, so let's put down our grid guidelines, road guidelines. We'll have to destroy that electrical line there and then bring it around like that. We'll have to level out some soil, so let's select that, and then we level out this. No, we select that and then we level out this area right behind here. And that is a horrible slope, so let's smooth out this terrain there. I don't want the train to struggle to get in here, so we'll do that, and then we'll level out a bit further back like so, and then we can dump it right over here, because this is what we want to do in the future. So actually we better just level out like that. And now some of the buildings should actually flood here. Shouldn't it? We think it will flood. I mean, you fill up that much, you think it would flood. No, there the wave is going. Here's the wave going. But anyway. So we've got a lot of fires at the moment. We do have a fire station close by, I hope. No, we don't. Should have a fire station in here as well. And we'll have that one there, and we'll have to have another one inside here somewhere. Put it down there. Okay. So I'm thinking we'll remove some of these buildings over here. Have a railway line there. Let's come around and over. Okay. So let's do that. We'll build our cargo line. Space already occupied, it says. And it's occupied by the affected by the road. So like if we remove this road, what happens? Let's have a look. There we go. I can actually place it right there. But is that what we want? We want it further back. As far back as it will go. That's good. This train doesn't need to go very fast, so it doesn't need long area to speed up. And we'll have the same on this side. There we go. And we'll just have one line going around here. Do we have road guidelines then on? Yes, we do. So this will just come around, across the road over here. Try and respect our topography as much as we can. Come around and join up there. Okay, so we'll have to fix some of our fences. And we've got our ore industry fence for this side. Yeah, there we go. Turn off our road guidelines. I'll do a video about the dogs shortly. I mean, a lovely animal, does love to bark like crazy. I think this was there. It was the oil industry fence. Okay. And let's see if we actually have trains, if they rather use trains than trucks. And that should just pop trucks onto this side and just let them deliver it as they go. So let's have a look. I haven't seen the train yet. So, do these containers actually fill up, or do they just remain the same throughout the entire game? It's just sit here and have a look and wait for a train to drive. So what my problem is there's ore trucks that are still driving around here and not delivering it directly to the but this is going out of town. Okay, so definitely our ore trucks will be able to our ore train will definitely be able to export. But if we can have a train station in each of our industrial zones, then that should be great. It should just go straight out of town, and they won't have to travel so much in the city, which will alleviate some traffic even more. So let's just have a look at our public transport. We've got 112 people going per week. Let's have a look at our stops. And maybe let's just have a look and see. No, that's good. I like that. Just offering them some more ways of transport around our city. This one can stop emptying and start filling again. And we can actually just do some beautification on them, on these places themselves. Let's add a couple of trees. So we'll have the small beech trees for the entrance over here, and some just lining this area, and some lining that area. And people have noticed the need to actually do maintenance on these railway substations. So we'll put in some service roads to the substation shortly. Just pop them around. I'll do that and that and that. So these are just train stations that just bring in normal people. We might have a cargo train station next to that, that allows goods to be transported between parts of the city. But then we'll put in warehouses and such. Okay, so we said service roads for our power station substations. There we go. That's one. That's two. And our third one is up here. Now I want to have a look at the bus routes again. I see this one is extremely full. So this is train to Moria. And we don't have that many bus stops yet. Let's have a look at our Memorial line then. That's not that much. Lortinton is looking at 119. They have some multiple bus stops. Let's put 7 over there. Let's have a look at our intracity is not that high. High-rise park is 297. And we are basically covering all the needs there. Train to Memoria, train to Triangle, train to Lortinton. You can maybe put one more bus. Let's have a look at our stops. Oh, we didn't name these. Let's have a look. Visual line 1. This is Triangle Mall. And this, wow, we need a lot more trains here. And I wonder if we can actually do that with the budget now. So this will be this one. I'll put that up to 150. Let's see what our budget does. It's not really. There we go. Oh no, we can't do that. So I'll bring that down to about 120 then. Or 150. And there we go. That should be better. So let's have a look at our public transport. And we're looking at Triangle. So now we've got 5 there. And then we're looking at Metro Line 1. Metro Line 1. And this is also Triangle. This one is going Triangle to Mason. Triangle Mason. It's the big rounder. Just put this big rounder. Maybe we'll put that, bump that up to one more. Like 125%. We want our people to be able to get around. That's there. Let's have a look at this train. Oh no, this one is waiting. This one is actually waiting for other trains to come past. That's horrible. So, which, oh, look how backed up this traffic is. So, let's have a look at this one. It doesn't need 5 vehicles. We can manage with like 3. Okay. So, look at this one. That will still be have to be 9. And then have a look at this one. To manage 3 is fine. Let's have a look at Metro Line 2. This one's way too much. We can do with 4. That's it. Okay. And that should be able to bring us to a more reasonable area. So this one is fine. 9 trains here, that's a bit much. Bring it down to 7. 5. Let's bring this up to 5. And then we'll leave that there and have a look at this. See how it goes. Okay. Right, so I think that's where we'll leave it this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Dust Play City Skylines, and I'll see you guys next time.